Today's hike was to Granite Mountain Hot Shots Memorial State Park. The two old guys were joined by Richard and Heather, their daughter Grace, and a couple other of their friends. It's a 7-mile round-trip hike to the memorial site that honors the 19 firemen that died in 2013. The hike starts up the mountain, and we get distracted by checking out a few collared lizards along the way. And as you continue hiking, you'll come across plaques for each of the firemen that were lost that day. Kelly checks out this plaque, and there's also some informational signs. This was Jesse James Steed, and it says Jesse had a way of making everyone around him feel like they were the most special person in the room. And you realize each of these people have a story, people that loved and cared about them, hopes and dreams that obviously they never were able to fulfill. It's a sombering hike as you continue to pass each of the memorial plaques. The firemen died in June, and you realize we're hiking in October, and we still had to take some rest in the shade. How hot it would be, just with the temperature, let alone the fire they were battling. As you get to the top, you've got some views that are interesting to look out along the granite boulders, but you're not there yet. Kelly gives it a thumbs up. We check out another collared lizard, take some pictures of it, and then continue our journey, seeing the plaques, enjoying ourselves. As you hike and read the signs, you'll also come across some memorial benches that you can sit and relax. It's about a 3-mile hike to the top of the mountain. And once you reach the top, you can look down and see the memorial. It'll be another half-mile hike to get down there. But at the top, there's some shade and a tribute wall where people come from across the country to pay tribute to these fallen firefighters. They leave patches, hats, shirts from across the country, and you realize some of the loved ones they left behind. But we still have about a half-mile hike down from that viewpoint to get to the actual memorial site. It's a tiring hike, and it makes you appreciate even more the struggles that the firemen go through in efforts to protect our homes and our properties. And as you approach the 19 rock memorial sites, you also see the crosses that represent where each of the firemen were when they died.
They have a memorial in their store, and one of the mothers of one of these guys worked there. We were talking to her for a while.
Richard was referring to the mall in Prescott, where they also have a memorial honoring these firefighters. People leave mementos to remember the firefighters, perhaps a baseball, a cap, or something that was meaningful to them. Just a sobering experience to stand where these brave men paid the ultimate sacrifice. And if you want to learn more about this, you can also watch the movie Only the Brave that talks about this event. But to actually be there and see it, and just imagine what these people thought as the fire rushed down from the heavy winds, and their only hope was to cover up with their fire bags and hope that they would survive. But ultimately, we hiked back up to the lookout and then back to our vehicles and thinking about the people that passed. Young men, and mostly in their 20s and 30s. Hopefully it gave us a greater respect for the servicemen and policemen and firefighters who protect us. We passed this on the way home. Kelly saw this classic car place, but got distracted by the elephant. And then what was this we saw up on the mountain? Giant toad. Brought a little lightheartedness to a interesting hike. But take care. Bye.